Hey folks, welcome back to Misty and Ike, a daily pop culture podcast, produced by Brickyard Media Group. And now here's your hosts, Misty Roberts and Isaac Heckert. Happy Moon Day to you, Masty.
Well, hello there.
You know, I feel like there's a lot of hot air in here today.
It is warm. Oh, is that not what you meant?
No, I mean, we could go all the way around the world on this one.
Do you mean you're full of hot air?
Are
you trying to
have,
say something to me?
I did have a rather large amount of turkey meat for breakfast.
So I smell.
Today is going to be Hot Air Balloon Day.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
For absolutely no reason other than like we just threw a dart at a board and it came up with hot air balloons.
Well, I think it's kind of interesting because, I mean, first of all, they're just not something that you see all the time.
No, they're not.
And when you do see one, it's like seeing a unicorn.
You're
like, holy crap.
And they're in big groups.
Right.
They're like festivals.
Yeah. And so I, myself, it's not something that ever just actually crosses my mind. I just don't go, I want to know more about hot air balloons.
What's the first question that goes through your head when you see a hot air balloon? This is not a joke. I don't have a punchline.
When I see one?
Yeah, what's your first thought?
I will tell you that the few that I've seen, the one question that I've always had is, do the people in the hot air balloon wear parachutes in case there's an accident, even though they're in a giant parachute?
Oh, man, I never thought about that. I'm going to think about that now. My first question is, hey, where are you going to land? It's not up to you. It's up to the wind.
Right. And it has to do with the fire in it. Like you can lower the fire and that's how you come down, right?
Raise and lower it. And like if there's an air current that's blowing the other way, you can come bring yourself back. But like you're at the mercy.
What do you call it? Uber?
Uber air balloon?
Uber air balloon when you hit the ground?
The other thing I think about.
How does that work?
Is failed proposals.
I always think the poor people on hot air balloons and the ones that do it at sporting events on the big screens.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. I think some comic has a joke about it, about the hot air balloon operator. Just like, I'll just be over here, guys.
Because it's so awkward.
Yeah.
I mean,
or maybe it was an SNL skit or something, but
I kind of feel like if some guy was romantic enough to take me up in a hot air balloon, I'd almost feel obligated to say yes at that point.
I would say yes just till we got on the ground.
Right.
And be like, hey,
just so
psycho.
that he doesn't jump or...
Yeah. If people... Yeah. If you're not absolutely sure that the person is going to say yes, it's not time to propose yet.
Right?
All right, we're up on a hot air balloon, right?
We're up on a hot air balloon.
Pretty day we're having here, folks. Oh, Misty.
Thanks, hot air balloon pilot.
Misty, I have a question that I want to ask you.
Okay.
Would you like to make a daily pop culture podcast with me?
I don't think so.
But I got this hot air balloon for us.
Oh, well then
yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Folks, I'm going to go ahead and take you down to ground level.
Well, that was such an amazing podcast hot air balloon ride, wasn't it? I can't wait to make our show together.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Bye. But you said up there in the air that we would do it.
Because I was scared you would jump.
I would jump?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
If you jump here on the ground, you're only going to just jump up in the air a little bit and you'll be fine.
Speaking of hot air balloon fatalities, don't you have one pulled up?
I do. So this is pretty awful. So in 2016, in the town of Lockhart, Texas.
Is that the crash site?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's what's left.
30 miles south of Austin. July 30th, 16 people were killed.
Wait a minute.
The hot air balloon they were riding struck power lines, crashed, and then caught fire.
Did it land on 15 other people?
No, hot air balloon baskets,
Yeah.
They're actually called gondolas.
Stop it.
I just learned this. They're called gondolas.
We're today years old.
It's kind of like Ferris wheels. So, like in the old days, like a Ferris wheel, you fit 2 people in the little seat. Mm-hmm. And now, like the giant Ferris wheels, you can fit like 30 people because it's like an egg capsule. The gondolas have gotten bigger.
It's like, have you seen Dinner in the Sky?
No.
Oh, that's in a hot. I'll look it up.
It's dinner in the sky.
It's a big table. Okay, so here's a picture. Here's a picture of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's
wow. A gondola.
Would you go up with 15 other people?
Absolutely not. First of all, I don't know 15 people that I would trust to get into a hot air balloon.
Look at this. If you were like, hey, you have to sit down and strap in, would you ride in this one up here in the upper left corner?
Yeah, but not with 15 people.
But what's the point of strapping in?
So that you don't fall out the edge?
I also have never seen a basket with a swinging door on it like that. I think I always had to climb over the top like the Dukes of Hazzard. I
think that, they've evolved over the years a bit.
Okay, check this out. I'm going to look up Dinner in the Sky.
Yeah, what is this that you're telling me about?
I think it's a hot air balloon. It could be. It's a crane. It's a crane.
A crane?
Yeah, so a crane instead of a balloon. It could easily be a balloon, but check this out. You sit around this table in the air.
I want to do that.
They had it in Vegas.
Wait, but that says Dinner in the Sky Los Angeles. That one that you were just
Some of
on.
them, yeah, it tours around.
I want to do that.
The chef and the bartender are in the middle, and you wear a seatbelt, and you strap in, and you eat dinner like 150 feet in the air.
I totes want to do that.
Here's the problem, though.
Awesome.
If someone has to go to the bathroom, they lower the whole thing down for one person to get off. And when they wait for them to go to the bathroom, and then they bring it back up. Yeah, I would be like, listen.
Pee before we leave the house.
Okay, so we're up there. Okay, ready?
Okay.
We're up in the air. Thank you, Salt Bay. This dinner is delicious.
This is very tasty.
Excuse me, crane operator man. I have to go to the bathroom. You're supposed to be mad about me going.
Really, Isaac?
I can't.
I told you to go before we left.
But I get scared. I get pee fright in the heights. I got height pee fright.
What?
I pee when I go high. I'm a high peer.
You're something.
High Pierre.
High Pierre. Well, I guess we all have to go down to the ground then, just because Isaac has to pee.
Well, I also have to make number 2.
Of course you do, because 3 minutes after you consume food.
Because heights scare the shit out of me.
Oh, you were just waiting on that one. Waiting, weren't you?
Okay, Dinner in the Sky. I think it plays, right? Dinner in the Sky is kind of like hot air balloons.
Yeah,
okay.
I would do it.
Check this out. Do you have your hot air balloon pilot's license?
I do not have my aeronaut's license.
To pilot a hot air balloon, you must have a pilot's license or airman's certificate,
right?
Just as you would for an airplane. However, a hot air balloon is a different category of aircraft with its own specific set of training requirements. And the reason I'm laughing is because right before we recorded, Misty told me that I was a bad on-air reader, and I disagreed with her, and now I am agreeing with her right now.
Folks in the audience, if you've been watching for a while, at least twice a week, Isaac is reading and goes, I'm a bad reader. And I repeated that to him, and he did not like that.
Guess how old you have to be a student balloon pilot certificate?
Oh, what?
Excuse me. Guess how
to
old?
Get a student balloon pilot?
Like your learner's permit for a car.
How old?
Guess.
12.
Wow. 14.
All right.
Yeah, you must be able to read, speak, and write and understand the English language.
Okay, that's fair. But what if you're in like Indonesia?
Then I think you have to get an Indonesian aeronautics certificate.
Just want to make sure. Covering all my bases here.
Medical certificates are not currently required. However, you must have no condition that would prevent you from operating the aircraft safely.
I like that it's called an aircraft.
Yeah. Which reminds me of a meme that I saw this weekend. It said AMC, open to those that are vaccinated and liars. Because you could just tell them you're vaccinated and go see a movie.
Okay, so did you know that the pilot is called an aeronaut?
I did not.
And
but
so
we should go get...
You're an aeronaut.
We should go get certified.
I kind of want to.
Just so we can walk around going,
I'm an aeronaut.
We're a couple of aeronauts. What are you, a friggin' aeronaut?
I kind of want to.
Are pilots aeronaut? Like regular airplane pilots? Are they aeronauts?
I don't think so. No. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the balloon and the basket.
Okay.
The balloon is called an envelope. It's made out of panels or gores of non-porous fabric. That way, if it rains while you're up there, it doesn't absorb it and get all weighted down.
Ooh, that would suck.
Right.
Have a soggy.
Then you just
have a soggy.
It'd be heavy when it got wet.
What's it called?
Envelope.
You never want a soggy envelope.
Nobody does.
On your gondola.
Nobody. At the top is a parachute valve that's used to lower the balloon when it's opened. The basket is called a gondola and is made of wicker. The main reason for wicker is the ability to absorb shock and land better on hard surfaces, such as wood or metal. Also, wicker's lightweight, and that's an important feature when you're using the air to propel you. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I thought what I was looking for was these guys that try and go around the world in a hot air balloon. But this is saying that it's just not, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you would run out of fuel in your fire.
They have, it's like a capsule that these guys are going like around the world in like a month. Like, what's his name from Virgin Atlantic did it? Didn't he? I don't know.
Richard Branson?
I think so. Hold on, let me
I'm
Google.
intrigued
Let me
now.
Google something else. Around the world in a balloon.
Well, I will tell you, in 1783, there were some brothers, Joseph and Jacques, who took their hot air balloon, took to the air in Versailles in front of King Louis and Queen Marie Antoinette. But they took a sheep, a duck, and a rooster with them.
A sheep, a duck, and a rooster walk into a hot air balloon.
Their flight lasted 8 minutes, went 2 miles, and reached 1,500 feet.
What is it about the first of something that always takes animals somewhere?
Because we are so arrogant that we think that they're going to enjoy it, and we want to share it with them.
Look at this.
We suck. Whoa!
Steve Fawcett in 2002, he was the first solo around the world balloon flight.
That thing is made of aluminum foil.
Yeah, but it's so much bigger than it looks in this picture because there's a capsule in the bottom, and he's way, way high.
That is cool.
Why do they, well, who are these people?
That's an ad.
Okay.
You know, it's how the internet works.
Yeah. So
Ads.
now I'm going to Google. Let's see here. So who's the second person to go around the world? It was a Virgin Atlantic Globe Flyer. Okay. Recently, Fawcett's balloon trip was even more notable if you tacked on some qualifiers. It was the first circumnavigation of the Earth in any sort of vehicle that was aerial, uninterrupted, unrefueled, and solo. The use of the balloon made this feat somewhat more practical than using a fixed-wing aircraft with its generally higher fuel demands. But when Fawcett broke the fixed-wing record, too, in 2005... I'm so bad at reading. You're right. When he did it in the same thing in the Virgin Atlantic Global Flyer. So he's the same dude in 2005 that did it in a fixed wing as he did it in a balloon.
Okay.
Somebody else did it recently.
Well,
though.
I'm going to ask a question.
Okay.
What a fixed wing, isn't that just an airplane?
Yeah.
Has wings that don't move.
But they made a super ultralight, like solar powered / pedal powered / like this dude made it all the way around the world in a fixed wing. We should Google it.
Okay.
First.
Yeah, because to understand that, I need to understand what the difference between a fixed wing and an airplane are.
Global.
Does it just not have an engine?
No, it just doesn't flap like a bird.
Neither do airplanes.
Right, so that's a fixed wing.
Right.
As opposed to
so they're just saying he flew around the world in an airplane.
Helicopters have rotating wings. They don't have wings.
Yeah. Am I asking the wrong question?
I don't know. Maybe.
So they're saying that first he went around the world in a fixed wing. That's just an airplane.
No, he went around in 2002. He went around in a balloon. And then
Okay.
in 2005, he did it in a quote unquote airplane.
Well, what's the difference? Like, did he do it in an airplane or not? Because, like, what's the big deal about that?
The aeronautics people just like bigger words. They're just like, it's a fixed wing craft. It's the first fixed wing craft.
What does it look like?
I'm looking for it.
I just need to know.
First nonstop.
You can't introduce these things to me and not finish.
Here is the. Whoa, that's not it. Good grief. What is going on here?
What's the guy's name?
Steve Fawcett. He went from Kansas City
Whoa.
and back in February 28th to March 3rd in 67 hours.
I think he died.
First fixed wing round the world flight.
The mystery behind pilot Steve Fawcett's deadly crash. Oh, Steve. Oh, he was kind of an older gentleman at this point.
See?
Oh, it's this thing.
Yeah. What do you
There.
got?
I got it. It's that
That is the thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah. And so he would.
So it's not an actual, like, what we in our brains go, oh, an airplane.
No, that thing
It's
holds.
very different.
It's super light. It holds
Yeah.
one person. And what they do is they like ride. They figured it out where they could ride as much of the Gulf Stream as possible.
Right.
And he would go super duper duper high. And then.
So it's kind of like a paper airplane.
Yeah. When he slept, he would be lower, drifting down in elevation. And then there's a documentary about it.
This is real cool.
And then he would like gain more elevation.
So you basically rode a paper airplane around the planet.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I don't know how they refueled it though. It wasn't.
It doesn't look like it carries a whole lot of fuel in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, there's a solar powered plane too.
You know, if you look at the size of the men's that are there next to it, it's not that big.
It's not. I think that red thing on the top might be a fuel thingy. But I'm no. You know who we should call about this?
Who?
We should call Steve Ruiz.
Yeah, he knows these things.
Yeah, Steve, give us all the facts and figures on
a glider. It's called a glider. I knew it had another name.
Okay.
Sorry, I got really excited. Steve would have known it was a glider.
Yeah. I think what I was thinking of is this solar powered plane right here.
Oh.
And that had, I think, 2 guys in it, and they could rotate between pilots. I don't know if that would hold 2 people.
Would you ever do that? Would you go up in that thing?
Oh, yeah. For sure. Before I would go up in a hot air balloon.
Are you serious?
Way before I would go up in a hot air balloon.
Oh, no way.
Because these things have like thousands of people on the ground like watching them and stuff. Like if I had a whole team. Now here's the thing. I would do the around the world thing. I'm not just going to go to wine country and go up for the afternoon.
Oh, it'd have to be like a full-blown thing.
Yeah. And something I'm never, ever going to do is bungee jump. But something I'm definitely never, ever going to do is bungee jump from a hot air balloon.
I don't think you can bungee jump from a hot air balloon.
Hold, please.
Okay. You can bungee jump from bridges and things that are stable. You can skydive out of a hot air balloon.
Watch this. Bungee jumping from a hot air balloon.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever
Exactly.
heard.
How do you know you're high enough? Look at these pictures of idiots jumping out of perfectly good balloons.
That's just really stupid.
I think you overshoot it though, right? You're like, okay.
well, yeah, of course.
This rope. Oh, look at this dude, man.
But
Falls from a hot air balloon.
If you were going to do that, why wouldn't you just skydive out of it with a parachute
Can
and
you
just call it a day?
I guess you can.
You can get that high.
Wouldn't that be more of a base jump? What we should find out the difference between the height of a base jump versus like how high do you have to be to skydive?
I have a friend that's a professional skydiver.
Call her or him up.
Scott Cameron.
Scott Cameron.
Scott Cameron. I think he has
Is that Kurt Cameron's brother?
Not even close. I think he has like over 500 jumps.
That's a lot of jumps.
Well, you have to get like, I think it's over 200 to be considered a professional, and he's like tripled that at this point, close to.
How about this? We're over. I did not think we'd be able to do 15 on hot air balloons.
Super interesting.
I just want to know how much they cost if you want to buy a hot air balloon. Before we go.
Interesting.
$115. That seems a little light.
You also can't fly them at night
Oh, that makes sense.
because of the visibility. But
how much do you think a hot air balloon costs?
$35,000.
Oh, wow. If we were on the Price is Right, you'd be real close.
Really?
Yeah. Buying a hot air balloon can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $80,000. The pricing is mostly dependent on the size of the balloon. Large balloons that can fit 10 or 12 people all at once are going to be closer to $80,000. Of course, buying just one balloon is not going to be a massive investment. What?
Well, I mean, what they mean, do you want to start a hot air balloon company?
How many balloons do you need to start a hot air balloon company?
I mean, only one, but it just depends upon how many people, because you make the money off how many people are in it.
Okay, so if for $80,000, we can take 15 people up in the air.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to take a hot air balloon ride? $100? You think they're making $1,500 a ride? Is it a one-day thing? Can you take 2 rides in one day? Is that $3,000? Do you have to provide the snacks?
I've looked into hot air balloon rides, and it's usually more like $250, $300 for like a 4-hour ride.
Wow.
Those were the prices that I found.
Were you going to propose?
I was not. No.
Okay, let's say this says how much is a hot air balloon ride into hot air balloons Temecula.
Okay.
That's 2
not
hours.
far.
Yeah. There's a Groupon for $117. Sunrise Temecula balloon flight, $192. Is this per person, perhaps?
I mean, I think
$189.
so. Yeah, the prices that I got were per person.
You're not going to go by yourself. Okay, so
I would.
Here's $1,100 per group. Temecula private hot air balloon flight for up to 4 people.
Oh,
$1,100.
all right. So yeah, it's
Okay.
250,
2.5.
200.
So $200 will get you 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds about right.
that is.
Well, are we going to buy a hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna because $80,000.
Yeah.
And then you get $1,000 back a day.
Yeah.
You take 80 flights.
Yeah.
It's all profit.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
What was the safety numbers on people that died on hot air balloons?
0.075.
Safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
It's actually safer than an airplane.
Oh. Let's fly to Temecula and take a hot air balloon ride. That's all we know about hot air balloons.
Which was a lot.
Apparently fixed wings and going around the world in a hot air balloon and solar powered
Yeah.
nautical aircraft.
Gliders and all kinds of things.
Leave us a comment and tell us if you want us to do an hour a day, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Oh.
Since it's not Friday.
We'll see you tomorrow.